You got me there. You did the intro. Let's find out. Good Catch Fishing Report. Captain Dylan Hubbard over at John's Bass. Hey, Dylan, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you guys today?
We're good. We're all good. Thank you. Maybe not a great weekend for boating, but let's talk about it anyway. What's going on inshore?
Well, I'm pretty proud. Dave might just be a fisherman yet. He's nailed it. As that approaching weather comes in, it's going to make those fish excited. So Saturday's a great opportunity to get out there and take advantage of that excitement prior to the front. That lateral line down the side of the fish, like most pronounced on a snook, you can see that black line running down the side of the fish. It's a barometer. It senses pressure changes. So when those low pressures approach the area, it gets those fish super excited because they know the weather's about to turn bad, so they got to turn on and get excited and start eating a lot of fish before that weather goes bad and they're not able to feed. So this weekend should be a great opportunity, and this past week we've been seeing those snooks super excited in the back bay waters around those mangrove shorelines, dock lines, grass flats. We're still seeing a few snook in the passes, but definitely a little bit more finicky and a little bit more spread out. The redfish action has been real steady this past week around our local oyster bars, dock lines becoming better and better spots to look for them. We're seeing a lot of them at night around dock lights, especially towards the bottom. During the day, you can find them following those schools of mullet if you get lucky too. The trout action's going real well inshore on those edges, those cuts, those potholes. Around 3 to 5 foot of water is a good area to look for the trout. Live shrimp is working really well, or slow-moving soft plastics. Flounder also, they're really starting to move near shore for their spawn, but you can catch them on their way out or way back around our local passes and kind of choke points between the bay and the Gulf. And you can find them on those sandy edges adjacent to local structures. The pompano action's going pretty good around the area too, especially in places like Fort DeSoto, Bunce's Pass, Paso Grill, Blinds Pass, those sandy areas where you see those channels moving through, a lot of moving water. Those pompanos will swim through that area looking for crustaceans along the bottom like sand fleas, live shrimp, and a pompano jig is a great option to target those moving fish. And that's about it inshore.
Well, we hear there's going to be there may be a window tomorrow to get on a boat. Tomorrow, Dave says. So let's talk nearshore and offshore.
Well, nearshore and offshore, not only tomorrow, but it looks like we might get a little window midweek next week. We'll have to check back with Dave later to see if that holds true, but definitely nearshore, the red grouper bite's been on fire, especially in the deeper nearshore waters. About 80 to 100 foot of water, we've been seeing a lot of those nice red grouper. Lane snapper have been super prolific. From around 60 to about 100 foot of water, we're catching them more and more frequently, and they're more and more prolific through the area. Squid, shrimp, even cut thread fins are great options to target those lane snapper. And we've been seeing some good mangrove snapper mixed in with the lanes too. Much less common, not as many of them around near shore, but we're definitely seeing some good size to them. The hogfish action is going really well near shore. Around 30 to 70 foot of water, we're really catching a lot of them once we're able to anchor up and use that live shrimp and that light tackle to really hone in on them. It definitely works well with around 30-pound test leader and about a 4/0 hook or so. And that's about it near shore. But offshore, man, we're seeing some big fish. The red grouper bite's going really well beyond 100 foot of water. Even once you get beyond 150 foot of water, we get even bigger red grouper mixed in with some fat scamp grouper. And the average size on our mangrove snapper we're catching out deep right now is huge. We're seeing 5, 6, 7 pound mangrove snapper pretty regularly on those cut thread fins, that double Snell rig working really well with about 40, 50 pound leader. And we're seeing a lot of pelagics too. There's a lot of blackfin tuna offshore. There's a chance for a nice size wahoo occasionally, and there's still some kingfish around too. So you want to make sure that you have that flat line out, some wire leader on it, and a live threadfin, pilchard, sardine, whatever you got, or even a dead threadfin will work on the flat line, especially if that wind's blowing and you got a balloon. You might catch one of those wahoo. You just never know. And that's about it, nearshore and offshore.
Sounds great. You know, Dylan, I thought this was going to be the weekend. I really did. But the problem is we've been out of our house all week. What? We've been out of our house all week because we had termite tenting, and we've just gotten to move back in. So I'm so busy this weekend.
you're starting to run low on excuses. Termite tenting, come on,
it's
man.
not
You're
a lie.
reaching now.
This is completely true. This is completely true. So I'm busy.
Well, don't forget, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy, Russell. So maybe next weekend.
The first time I told you the actual truth. All right, we got to go, man. We love you. Tell everybody hello. See you.
I will. See you guys.